Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Just one quiet day. Not too much to
Okay, we are
ask
live.
for.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, aka Storm, and we are back for some more of Starfield. I'm super excited for this. Just gonna send out the invite.
I'm so behind on those reports. Nothing but terrible. Players really able to finish the There's just the usual worries.
Okay, invite has been sent out to try to get some people to join us. So let's go ahead and get started for today. First things first, we're going to go and get healed up because we are a little bit hurt. So we'll just pop over to the parents' house and grab a quick hour of sleep.
Nice long rest, eh?
I figured it would be years until I saw you again.
Alright. Hey Joe, welcome to the stream. So I got a Lilin Vulpix in a single sandwich from level 5 to level 76 and fully EV trained. So got her trained in HP and special attack so she can take a hit a little bit better. It's funny, the moveset on Cerebi is actually not complete for our Alolan Vulpix because it said it wasn't supposed to get Ice Beam, but she got Ice Beam anyways, so... Also, Gliscor finished off all my ham sandwich ingredients yesterday, so I had to go buy more. It's been months since I last had to buy ham sandwich ingredients. Well, Cerebi gets accurate, but they literally just added a Alolan Vulpix to Generation 9 this past week. It's like, it's kind of asking for a lot for them to have everything up to date immediately within the first week that the DLC came out. Alright, Harridan, let's do this.
Still
Or
no
Hadrian,
word from the
sorry.
cabinet. Anything you wanted to discuss in the interim?
Let's see. So, honestly, what are the risks of us accessing this data?
Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
Okay, and any suggestions about what I should say to the cabinet?
Well, thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terramorph project was, well, a failure. There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions.
Okay, are you willing to tell me any more about your father?
I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being fleet admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of guardians instead. Until his defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy, perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too. But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life.
Your eyes are red. Is that the result of the cloning process?
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
Okay, that's all the questions.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
And do I have anything to help with persuasion? Do not. Okay. This looks a lot like Mass Effect. I've even said this the first time I played through this, but this reminds me a lot of when Shepard gets called before the Council in Mass Effect.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Hadrian made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency, just following orders. I'm going to support Hadrian and say made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
See. We'll still need to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without data. We need the archival data to find a way to stop a possible terramorph apocalypse. I'm just here to talk about what happened here and the one with the grand plans. Remind me what's kept in these archives. We're trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without data.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic, and at worst, A power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult me.
Oh,
I would
Adrian.
also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
It wiped out a colony that never saw it coming. That's pretty alarming. I only know what I was told. The tissue matched one from Lindonian. Wiped out a colony that never saw it coming. That's pretty alarming.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Let's see. Yes, if the fears of the data being weaponized, the terminal program failed. The data is not dangerous. Personally, I would wait. We don't have enough information yet. Yes, if the fear of the data is being weaponized. Okay, so we got. Honestly, I see these two as the best choices. What do you think, Joe? Yes, it's if the fear of the data being weaponized, the Terramore program failed. The data is not dangerous. Or personally, I would wait. We do not yet have enough We don't have enough information yet.
Listen, compose your thoughts. You let us know when you're ready.
Fear is the data. Okay.
It doesn't matter if it can be weaponized
Ow.
or not. The archives need to remain sealed for now. There's no reason to rush into a decision of this magnitude.
Dang it, Sarah disliked that.
That?
Didn't realize she was going to hate that.
I hadn't thought of that, Captain.
An excellent point indeed. The other powers would likely be much more inclined to work with us knowing that. Chief Diplomat.
That point is a good one. Very well, you have my agreement. The galaxy is lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So,
Well, they
if there
seem
are
to
no
be okay
other
with it.
objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to...
That didn't sound
What
good.
was that?
Attention. Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
Damn it. They're here. Now.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanners somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. It's going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You
That's
two,
me.
we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you.
Yep, Terramorph attack. But this one's a lot worse, as you're about to see.
You! The EM rifle, grab it!
That's
Now!
it. Now.
Hit him with everything you
Stop!
got!
We're trying to help you! And stay down! Stop me. Please. Stop me.
Guess they ran away.
One of these people aren't properly down. There we go. Yeah, very convenient timing though.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Sounds like we need to
Let's
hustle.
do it.
Nat's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
No time to waste, Captain.
An evacuation order. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
You might back up! You stand there!
Come on.
Nothing's gonna save us. Captain! You're going to be okay!
Yeah, now we're hearing voices.
Not real! Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real! We have to put down that
It's too strong. Give up now.
Dang it, no! Hey, it's our old friend Yumi.
Officer, are you and this woman experts? take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before, huh? Well,
That's correct, yes.
one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need with it. I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Right, we got 2 Terramorphs to kill. Let's do this. Optional, speak to the fire team.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with Terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here, but we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're
She's
not
probably
UC
right.
security. You don't need to worry about us.
Okay, we'll handle this. You two stay put.
Your call. We're on the line.
I'm gonna have to pull out the big boy. I only got 26 rounds, but
You moved us. Why did you leave us?
almost out of rounds. I'm all out of grenades.
There's another one! They're everywhere!
Oh god! Here they come!
These things are frickin' bullet sponges. Got it. Woo!
It's over.
Thank God.
Know exactly where this point is going into. Get some extra ballistic damage going on.
If these...
What's I got my weapons up to now? So the Eon's sitting at 15. The instigating calibrated Kraken's at 8. Ah, I should have used that. I could have gotten some rapid fire damage out. Side Star's up to 18. Suppressed Side Star's still at 18. Livington's pistol's up to 42, and suppressed Urban Eagle's at 58.
things reached the populated areas of the city, we would have had an absolute massacre on our hands.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place.
You all held the line. You're the heroes, not us.
Certainly doesn't feel like it.
I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
And look at the poor spaceport. They got this set up fairly quickly, but like even though they got it set up fairly quickly, the Terramorphs still caused massive damage.
Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all clear signal before exiting your homes.
I do like that they leave out some med stuff for you to take, because they realize that you used your resources for this. So they give you a little bit back, so that's nice. The cost and ammunition.
Buildings on lockdown.
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, there you are. I believe we have some things we should discuss. Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Agreed, thank you.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
If you're sure that's the If you're sure that's the wisest course of action.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us?
You can count on me,
I'm
man.
glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
The next time Terramorphs rear their ugly heads, UC is going to be ready.
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that data.
These orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
They're the repositories for all banned data from the colony wars, ma'am.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varoon.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varoon to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
Let's see. You think they'd be clamoring to help after the spaceport
I
attack?
couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varoon?
Start with Ambassador Radcliffe of the Freestar.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Diplomat. Sounds like we need some leverage on Ambassador Radcliffe.
Said like you've done this before. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
That's all the info I need on Ambassador Radcliffe.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Let's see. Tell me about Ambassador Belmore of House Varoon.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varoon retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
That actually sounds promising.
It does, but there's a concern.
Of course there is.
We're not 100% sure Balmore is actually still alive.
That would be a problem,
His
yes.
Public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Oh, hey, Sarah wants to talk. Okay, I'll track him down.
I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
When you have a few moments, there's
Okay,
something
first things
I'd like
first,
to
let's talk to
discuss.
Sarah.
Remember our last conversation when you told me the artifacts made your mind and body feel out of sync? Well, it got me thinking, so I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor.
Let's see. You never mentioned your predecessor to me before.
Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back.
Let's see. Keep talking like that, I might get jealous. I feel like we're making some good memories of our
Oh,
own.
yes, absolutely. I didn't mean to compare. Those were just, I don't know, different times. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege.
Let's see. Ricky being paired with a chair sounds awfully
Hey.
familiar.
So I pinched a few ideas from my old boss. Can you blame me? At any rate, we logged quite a few discoveries together, but it was the actual journey that I cherished the most.
I can relate to that.
Exactly. For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone.
I take it I'm the protege on this journey.
At this point, I'd say you've graduated from protege and moved up the ladder. A bit. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly.
Oh, is she, dead?
No, she retired. Living on Porima 2 now, I think. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions.
Let's see. I'll do my best to make our journeys just as
Well, I
pleasant.
don't expect you to be a carbon copy of Aja. Just be yourself. You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover what's out there. And that, well, that's what intrigues me about you.
I'd like to discover more about what we have right
I-
here.
I don't know if I deserve to be that close to anyone right now. If you knew about the things that I've done, the way my life's unfolded, I think your opinion of me might change. Please, give me some time. I have to go.
Well, I mean, you're still traveling with us. That's, you're not going to stop being our companion, but... Even if you did, you're still assigned to my ship, so... Okay.
By the way, Captain,
Ooh,
Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
new assignment from Sergeant Yumi. We'll get to that down the line. Right now, we're headed over to the Free Star Embassy. I could do a little hardcore parkour. Don't step on the memorial.
This space is a memorial to those lost during the Colony War. Your consideration is requested.
What's wrong with you? Don't step on the memorial, Storm.
I'm sorry, but I need sign off from the Interstellar.
Maybe we should stop for a moment at the memorial.
Welcome to the Free Star. Ooh, look at that water.
Since
Gross.
we were at war with the Collective, when it seems like only
Free Star
yesterday.
Embassy.
Visitors are only allowed.
I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Free Star Collective. But you lead, and I'll follow.
As in more than one? All that security and they
Do I have a... Hold on.
still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Sounds like it was a real mess down at the spaceport.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
Let's see, I'm here on behalf of the giant colonies. We need the Free Star Collective's help. Oh, Captain Mia, V-Star, Vanguard, you and I need to talk in Bass. Let's be
you're
polite.
The one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You heard correctly. We need to access the archives.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
See, persuade. Please, Ambassador, just
You're
listen
really
to what I have
gonna
to
push
say.
this? All right, I will give you one chance, one, to convince me. Understood.
Persuade, thank you, Ambassador. Just hear me out. Let's see. The Terramorph Xenomorph project was a failure. That knowledge is dangerous.
You know that for sure. That is interesting.
See, you were a soldier. It's your job to protect. That's what we intend to do with this
It's a
data.
job I take very
Oh,
seriously.
come on.
It's why I'm even entertaining what you're suggesting right now.
See, how many lives are you willing to risk because you have a grudge against the UC?
It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. Possibly.
Oh, we're gonna have to go for it. Innumerable lives may be hanging on your decision here.
The cost of being
oh, we got
wrong
it.
is
Thank
a
goodness.
high one. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once, you get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Free
All
Star
of that is
scientists
completely
will
fair.
watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
I think all of that is fair. Agreed.
Excellent. Follow me.
Go on. Oh, her pathing is not very great. Dude, you are lucky I don't kill you to get you out, you out of her way.
They tell me it should only take a moment.
Advanced nutrition. Here we go. Armistice code machine.
And there. Don't make me regret this, Captain. It's not supposed to be a long process. It is for emergencies, after all. Here, code generator's just this way.
Got it. Alright, time to go get the House of Varun. I do plan at some point to do the Freestar Ranger quest line before coming here and trying this out and seeing if I get a bonus option for being a Freestar Ranger. I also want to try it as like a Freestar Collective native and see if I can guilt her into doing it because, you know, I'm a native of the Freestar Collective and hey, you know, I'm helping them out, you should help out too. Welcome to the House Varun Embassy. This place does not look good, my friends. That's the front door. That's the elevator downstairs. Where does this lead? Nowhere, apparently.
This isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy.
Oh damn, that's a stronger version of my Eon. Much stronger. Alright, let's favorite this one over my other Eon.
I've never seen a tree like this before in my entire life. It had actually
What on earth?
its branches weren't blocking our way.
Something's been activated.
Let's see if they've got anything worth
Why do you have mannequins in the bathroom? I hope this isn't considered an act of war, destroying their robots. Very much like to get my health back without having to... Oh shit. There we go, now I can get a little bit of sleep in and get my health back for free. Ah, the Nova Blast Disruptor, one of my favorite electromagnet weapons. Oh, there we go. Permanent increased sneak bonus by 1% and melee sneak attacks by damage by 5%. By the way, this place is such a creepy maze. It's so easy to get lost here. Take it, Sarah. What are you aggroed on, Sarah? We're gonna have to retreat and go heal again. I just rather not waste med packs if I don't have to. Very low on ammunition for this anti-robot gun. Let's see an ammunition. While the British stormed his position, he said, "Hold your fire until you see the whites of his eyes."
Don't leave any of that behind.
Nova Light, particle beam pistol. I mean, that's not bad at all. Take that, just in case I need it. I mean, dealing 2 different types of energy are telling me both ballistic and physical. I wonder if it's affected by perks from both. I'll have to look into that. If it is, that might be worth grabbing the energy weapon or the laser. Might be worth grabbing the laser thing so I can use particle weapons. Hold on, I'll be there in a second.
Rise and shine. We've got things to do.
I'm well aware we have things to do, Sarah, but these guys are taking up a lot of. These guys are dishing out a lot of hurt.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Now, he'll let you take some of the stuff from this room, but he won't let you take everything, so just be aware of that.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
The spaceport's in rough shape, but not much else was damaged.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably. Do I see this all clearly?
Correct. We're going to use the data in the archives to better understand and stop these attacks.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
You have my word. I will make sure it's used for good.
As the chair of Constellation, I take personal responsibility in vouching for this woman's integrity. She'll keep her word.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
Inside the Viper's nest.
Let's hope it still works.
Anti-ballistic.
Is it really necessary for you to drag around all that gear?
Let it be used for good.
Let it be used for good. Hold on, let me see if this is better than what I'm currently wearing. If it's not, I'll give it 2. Oh, it's probably definitely not better than what I'm currently wearing. Not in the slightest. Oh, Sarah! Come here, Sarah. Come here, Sarah. Antique videotape. Where was it I was looking for? There's a key card that lets me get out of here. Ah, there it is. Sarah, where did you go? There you are.
Something you need? Want to see what I'm carrying?
Let's see. You can have the modified Equinox too, since I'm not going to need that.
Maybe another time.
There's another Nova Blast Disruptor. They're pretty valuable, actually. Can I carry that out of here? I can. Okay, there's supposed to be a quick, like, elevator to get out of here. At least I thought there was. It was a quick way out. Nope, we're gonna have to go out the long way, it looks like. So I'm just missing an obvious elevator somewhere. Nope, let's have to go the long way out. That's fine. Just follow my trail of carnage. Did not level up. I'm pretty close. I think this finishing this quest will make me level up again.
Just doesn't add up. Spaceport has empty signal protocols. How the hell does a whole...
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement.
Code pieces from House Rowan and Freestar collected and ready to be
So
deployed.
the old man was still lurking around in there. Fine work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Understood. You ready to go and unlock some forbidden knowledge, Joe?
Ah, Captain. Congratulations.
I feel like Hermaeus Moore is gonna pop out of the sky and it's like, forbidden knowledge. Tastes like chicken. Honestly, I'm thinking about taking the next rank of boost packing for my next level up. Well, what do we have available, actually? Because we're... Okay, so we're 16 out of 50 on the next level of ballistics. We got another 14 before we can take the next rank of pistol certification. So you could take the next rank of commerce, but I don't feel ready for that yet. Of course, I could grab astrodynamics. I could start raising my science to get access to these abilities. These two right here, spacesuit design and weapon engineering. Also, but the next rank of boost pack training is very tempting. Boost pack fuel regenerates more quickly. It's very tempting, actually. I think I am going to go ahead and grab that because I want to get back to my full boost packing abilities, and it's not being able to boost pack as much as I'm familiar to is throwing me off. So the sooner I get back to full boost pack power, the better. Welcome to the Armistice Archives. Here we have a archive guard. He's a Freestar Collective individual. You can tell by his shoulder pad. And this person here is a House Varun, I think. I think it's a House Varun, or it might be UC, I'm not sure which. It's like, we recall the cost of unfettered war. We stand at the bulwark of peace. Secured area, authorized entrance only. Step up to the window.
We've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Okay. Activating code receptacle. Right, that was the first one. Activating the second. And last but not least, activating the third. Welcome to the Armistice Archives. Yeah, they're not kidding. You can't access any of these others. Collect data. Come on, Sarah. I want to close the door. Wait, I can't close the door. Never mind. Come on, Sarah. Wait, why is this door open? Ooh, that was close.
It's amazing to think that this tree predates New Atlantis. Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
Oh, I'm sure. Wait, where am I supposed to be going? Oh, here we go.
There you are.
Captain, Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Thanks, Major.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting some real answers, and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
Major, you may take possession of the terramorph data.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Sure thing, Deputy. Then we gotta go meet the man downstairs, and I'm not talking about Satan, although I guess technically you could consider him Satan.
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
Oh, it's a beautiful night. This is the perfect time of day for this.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
I'm ready.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
I will.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation.
We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property.
Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position.
Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name.
So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Let's see. So, this is an interesting thing. I've never tried answering anything, but I'll take it to my grave. What do you think we should say, Joe? Should we say, I'll take it to my grave, or I don't know if I can agree to that, thanks but no thanks, or ask for me by name? Who are you talking about? I'd be honest and pick 2. I don't know if I can agree to that.
I understand this puts you in a strange position, but this information is too sensitive to share without your agreement. Can I count on you to keep this between just you and I?
So I'm gonna. So then our options then become just these other 4. So we can say thanks, but no thanks. I'll take it to my grave, or you ask for me by name. Who are you talking about? Okay. Ask me by name. Who are you talking about?
I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it?
Alright, 2 options left. I'll take it to my grave, or thanks but no thanks. Yep. It's that sensitive of information. They won't give it without my word that I won't pass it on to anyone else. Hey. Well, let's just go ahead and say I'll take it to
Let's
my grave.
hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Yeah, I don't like lying either. Hell, did the game crash? Game just totally crashed, didn't it? Well, we're gonna have to restart the game. Well, it's not letting me restart the game. What the hell? Question is, how far back did that set me? I got set back like 5 minutes, so... Okay, so just back to the beginning of this part. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see what happens if you say thanks, no thanks. I just want if they actually give you the option to actually refuse
All right, Captain.
the information.
Are you ready to become a citizen?
I'm ready.
Good. Please raise your hand.
I'm just gonna try to skip
through
through
your
this as quickly as
service.
possible, because we've already done all this.
Then, Captain, I'm here.
We've also let the Aphelion Realty office.
Now, the other. There's a member of the UC.
Normally, we wouldn't, and they've stated they'll. Oh.
So I need your agreement that. I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. Unfortunately, this isn't negotiable.
So basically, you have to do this to progress the quest.
So can I trust?
That's what I was afraid of.
Let's
I'll take
hope
it to my
never
grave.
comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better about potentially giving away the information later to someone, because to know that I don't have a choice in the matter. There we go.
Hey, no fun
Right.
stuff with that booze pack. Got enough flight traffic.
Ready to meet the man downstairs, Joe? Actually, technically anybody watching this stream, are you ready to meet the man downstairs?
I've lived in New Atlantis almost my entire life, and I had no idea this place even existed. The UC is
Right,
certainly
Sarah will have to wait
excels
here.
at
She's not
keeping
allowed to go any further.
But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
I'll be fine. You go on ahead.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
See. Alright, we have several options here. No, can't say that I do. You do look sort of familiar. I think this should be what my character would say.
There's a reason for that. Introductions first, though. I'm Francois Senon, but most know me as Vivictus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
Senon, that's Harridan's last name.
Astute.
He did.
That's my daughter. My progeny. You've been working alongside. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
She told me she's your clone, yes.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
See. Can you tell me more about this cloning program?
It was an attempt by the United Colonies to solidify its own legacy, forging a new generation of great leaders. They were raised by adoptive families made up of scholars and tacticians, trained at the United Colonies' greatest scientific and military academies, displayed incredible promise. But by the time the Colony War came to a close, there was only Hadrian. But that's ancient history now. You have much more pressing matters at hand, with which I can help.
Fine, I'm listening.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
Go on.
There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the colony war ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know.
How about I arrest him and turn him over to the
You
UC?
can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it.
I'm not killing anyone, but if he's actually as bad as you claim, I'll consider bringing him to
If that's
justice.
what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria, Wolf System. There's a star station in the vicinity, the Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Alright, so this opens up a very important question. Are we going to tell Hadrian what we just found out, despite our oath to the contrary?
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
You've got something for me? Excellent.
Keep moving. First, we're going to go talk to the deputy.
Yes? What?
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy.
There's an executed war criminal in your basement. A deputy, I was not prepared for
Surprised
that.
me too when I learned it. But the prisoner has proven useful over the years, and kept far from any major decision-making. But I do think it's worth re-emphasizing. No one else can know about this, all right?
I agree with that. Space Collective should at least be told
No,
about this.
they really shouldn't. And bringing up what you've learned outside this building will make you, Captain, look like a crazy person. I don't want that.
Damn,
And you
McIntyre.
certainly don't want that. So you need to keep this to yourself. Now, was there some...
The prisoner asked me to deal with a Dr. Orlees. Figured you and I should
Dr.
discuss.
Reginald Orlaise? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return?
The location of Hadrian's old research team members.
He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting? Then I'll
Don't
bid
have
you good
anything
day,
else to
Captain.
discuss.
And remind you of the importance of discretion.
You know, I went to chef school. This food.
While we're at the spaceport, we should go ahead and pick up the next job for Sergeant Yumi. Oh no, the door's not closing. That's not safe.
Ah, crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for morale.
Do you have any work? I got
I
time to
do.
help.
Thanks to you, the spaceport is up and running again, which is good for commerce, but also for smugglers. We've received a tip that someone has been bringing in contraband into New Atlantis through the spaceport, and we need to investigate.
I can find the smugglers for you.
Great. First, speak to one of the technicians over by landing pad B. Ask them if they've noticed any suspicious activity. Once you've gotten a lead, cross-reference their testimony with ship records over at Aegis. When you're done, report back to me with your findings.
Let's see, where can I find these spaceport technicians? Oh, has there been any fallout from the
The
Terramorph
whole
attack?
department is in the process of recovering, myself included. If I'm being honest, I still have nightmares of my team turning on one another. Things can be replaced and wounds can be healed, but building back that trust in each other is going to take time. Luckily, we've built a good culture here, and we hired some new recruits who were inspired by what you did. I've got faith we'll survive this.
How are the smugglers evading the contraband?
Well, technology-wise, criminals have always been one step ahead. No different now than it was centuries ago. Smugglers often have a fancy shielding or scan jammers that allow them to evade the checks. But luckily, we can still use old-fashioned detective work to track these criminals down.
How are the day-to-day operations going?
It's a lot of work, as always. People like to say, New Atlantis is the safest city in the settled systems. How hard could your job be? Well, safety doesn't happen by accident. It takes a lot of work and a lot of people. Hopefully the recent hires we've had will help solve that.
Can you tell me more about these ship
Remember
records?
that job you did for Agent Plato? I finally had a reason to call in that favor he owes us. I asked him to pull the names and cargo of every potential smuggling ship that docked in the last month. He said he'll have a slate ready for you to examine.
Where can I find the spaceport technicians?
There should be a few working on the landing pads. If they don't know anything, move on to another. Right now, we don't have any good leads. But if anyone's seen anything, it will give us something to go on. See you later.
All right.
Security protocols.
Can I help you?
I'm investigating a smuggler and checking if you've seen anything suspicious.
Can't say I have. When you work a job like this, you see so many ships. They all sort of blend together.
So you didn't see anything?
Nope. I just keep my head down and do my job. Speaking of which, I'd better get back to it. Father.
Come on.
Something I can do for you?
Yeah, I'm investigating a smuggler and checking if you've seen anything suspicious.
Time. I've been telling my supervisor about that cargo ship for ages. I'm beginning to think he was ignoring me.
What's the name of the ship?
That's the problem. I don't really look at the ship names when I work, just the ID number granted for clearance. I think it was UC576B. I do know it's a cargo class transport, if that helps.
That's a start. So what about the ship is suspicious?
It's the way the crew handled the cargo. They were being way too delicate. The manifest said they were carrying potatoes, spuds. I don't know what was in those crates, but it certainly wasn't that.
I mean, that's a fair point. Potatoes aren't really known for being volatile. Oh god, it's an explosive potato! Ah, kaboom! The potato's gonna blow!
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Okay.
Death by potato! Go to the residential district first. I want to try to pick up some more ammo. We're playing hot potato. Oh, okay. So it's just hot potato. You need to throw the potato back and forth. Well, not precisely. So there's a live hand grenade in the potato, and it could blow up at any moment. What? Why would you play this? For the rush?
So after an hour of whining, you're finally out.
I have mixed feelings about it. You're here because you need something.
What you
Only
got
the
for sale?
finest
Hopefully you've stocked back up on ammo. The last time I was here, you have, actually. Let's see, what ammo do I need for my guns? Let me check. Starting from the bottom, this needs .43 Ultra Mags, .27 caliber, .45 caliber, which I didn't see any of. .27 caliber. That needs light, which we have some. We have 242 rounds for that. I have no rounds for this. How do I have no rounds for this? I don't know, but I do have rounds for this. Okay.
I'm sure you already know.
I think I just wasted some credits on the 50 caliber rounds. Oh yeah, they haven't restocked any of their ammo yet. Oh. Actually, hold on. I do need some of those heavy. I do need some of that. Let me get 50 of that. Alright, I'm gonna sell you what I don't need, so I'm gonna sell back all of that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that either.
You know?
Oh, and I have some
Just
more
by
to sell.
I'm sure we can find.
So you sell my regular Eon, sell one of those. Combat knife 16, the rescue axe is 17. I personally like the combat knife over the rescue axe though, so. There we go, alright. I guess the shop hasn't had a chance to reset its inventory yet. Probably means CJ's hasn't been reset either, so. No use trying to go buy potatoes, so. Alright. Back to mast. This town of New Atlantis needs a hero. I am that hero. I am Boost Pack Gal. Da-da-da. Boost Pack Gal flying into rescue. Doing a little hardcore parkour.
Greetings, citizen. Welcome to the UC.
Agent Plato, I have returned.
The fewer people there are thinking about Aegis on a daily basis, the easier my job is.
I just told you have a slate
That
for
I
me.
do, Captain. Sergeant Yumi said you'd be coming to pick it up. You've got good timing, too. I actually have a friend on a classified star station who sent me this list of potential smugglers the other day. Here you are. Given I owe you for the last job, I hope it serves some use.
Didn't tell us for a star station. Will these records be useful here?
Yep. Every ship on that list has a route that goes through New Atlantis. Not surprising, given we're the biggest port in town. And if they're smuggling stuff there, you can bet your ass they're smuggling stuff here.
Classified star
That's
station?
right. Classified station, top secret projects, etc., etc. Nothing you need to be concerned with at the moment, Captain. Keep your eyes open.
Alright, let's check out this data slate. Okay, so there's the ship Anansi, UC 576B, cargo class transport, Captain Balwal Nadite, primary cargo, pure hydroponics potatoes. There's our culprit right there at the top of the list.
How's the investigation? Found those
Sarge.
smugglers yet?
I
Is
got
that right?
information on the ship.
Do you know the name by any chance?
Yep, it's the Ansi.
Captain Enjai's ship. I think you might have hit the mark here. You had reports of their crew being less than professional on several occasions. Still, being a little rough around the edges isn't exactly a crime. Are you sure it's the right ship?
I'm sure.
The next step is searching their cargo for any smuggled contraband. And, as luck would have it, I believe the Anansi has already arrived at landing pad B. I'll make the call to have the ship detained until further notice. Your job is to board the ship, locate any illicit goods, and return them here. And if any of the crew puts up a fight, I trust you know what to do. Good luck.
So basically, he just told me if they try to fight back, kill them. Like, kill them.
Your saving isn't
Man, look at the size of this ship. It guns away.
Should I warm up the engines?
Alright, Sarah, we're gonna try to be diplomatic about this. Hello.
You with UC security?
Wanna have a talk?
My suggestion. You turn around and pretend you saw me. Looking for something?
What?
Maybe this creative
Well, it looks like you
contraband?
got me, officer. I guess this means my potato shipping days are numbered. But maybe you'd be willing to give a first-time offender a slap on the carpal bone. I don't suppose you're interested in a deal?
No deal. I don't make bargains
Fine.
with criminals.
You've made your choice. But now, you'll have to pay for it.
There was no reason for you guys to have died like that. We're not quite finished yet, Sarah. Question is, can I actually take over this ship? No. There's somebody downstairs, Sarah. We're gonna have to go finish them all.
They got lucky.
Yeah, this is the problem with being overweight, unfortunately, is it's really hard to do anything.
You're searching, better make it quick.
Apparently I can sit in the jump seat. Oh, this isn't the captain's chair. Yeah, I can't take this ship for myself. Ah, well, it's a nice ship, but... Hey, welcome to the stream, D. Thanks for stopping in. I'm gonna make a quick trip over to the frontier, and once my stamina comes back, we're gonna drop off the excess stuff into the ship.
You're looking splendid today, Captain.
Ship? Oh, ship. Thank God, here's it is. Alright, just go ahead and transfer all my resources to the frontier. Ah, is it max capacity? Why is it at max capacity? I'm sure this isn't doing me any favors, actually. You know what, I think I probably meant to sell off some of this stuff and forgot to do so. That's actually really not good. Like, I've never had the frontier get so full on stuff before. I guess I'm gonna have to add some extra cargo to it, space to it. Do that, figure out what's taking up so much weight. We can get these out of here, for one thing. This is actually really bad. Shoot, I was really hoping I could store my stuff on the ship. Alright, we're gonna have to deal with this inventory problem sooner rather than later. I thought the Frontier had like 1,000, like 1,000 capacity.
You are the soundest sleeper I know. Hey, can we skip the local chunks this time?
Okay. First things first, let me come over here. And sell some stuff. Am I gonna need that? No, I'm gonna sell that. Sell the Constellation pack, sell the Mark 1 pack, sell the VC Vanguard pack. I like that one. I'm going to keep it 'cause it's a balanced pack. Reactive Crew, that's actually pretty decent. I'm going to keep that just in case. Sell that one. Broken Mark 1 Space Helmet. Go ahead and keep that because it's unique. I'm going to sell that. Sell from the Constellation. Or, sorry, sell from the... Ah, this definitely wasn't doing me any favors.
Should inspect your ship for heat.
Alright, how's the cargo doing on the Frontier? Still way too full.
Leeches every couple landings. Hey, what can I do? You were able to land it, so I'm sure whatever's broken.
Okay, I need to view and
Okay,
modify
no
my
problem.
ships. Alright, first things first, let's upgrade the ship. I'm going to need to... Hold on. I want to upgrade weapon 2. So I want to make it a... I want to make it, EM right here. Okay. Set modification, so there we go. Our third weapon's now an EM gun. That's done for a very specific reason. Let's go ahead and into the shipbuilder and see if we can't attach ourselves some cargo. The question is, do we have any modules that are available currently? No, we're gonna have to expand the ship a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna add habitat. Let's add a I don't want to get too Right, let's snap this into place. That won't fit there. Okay, that's okay. We'll put that there. All right. Snap here. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, I want to add cargo. See, this will add 210 cargo for 44 mass. That's not going to work unless I rotate it, and I don't know how to rotate it. How do I rotate this? There should be a way to rotate it, but it's not doing it. No, it's not doing it. I can attach it down there, apparently. Nope, 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 nope. That's not what I wanted to do. Delete that. Okay, so what are my current errors? So we'll do flight check. Reduce mast or add engines to improve mobility. I'm probably going to have to upgrade the engine or add an extra engine somewhere. That's our current engine, right? Or is that our grav drive? That's our grav drive. These are our engines. I don't really have the module to add another engine, do I? Shoot, I should have just upgraded the... Hold on, let me just go ahead and... Is there a way to undo? Dang it. This is actually kind of annoying. Hold on, let me just go ahead and delete that. Alright, let's just do a straight up upgrade instead. Okay, you can't upgrade the cargo. Can I afford to upgrade the engines? That's the only engine that's available. I can upgrade the grav drive, though. It's a little less health, but it's higher max power and higher jump drive. Well, let's... Don't see any reason not to do that. Okay, I think we're gonna have to get into hold A, then press Y, or vice versa. Is that how to rotate? Move this over here. Let's add a... habitat. Let's add a Demios all-in-one berth, so grab this and move it forward a little more. Can I attach this to the top? No, I can't. It's gotta go up here. God, the frontier looks like it's really long now. I might have to add some cowling or something. Okay, some cargo. No, stop. No, stop. That's so annoying. Okay, hold on. This is what we're gonna have to do, I think, right here. Duplicate. Oh, there's the flip button. There we go. I guess we should probably put something. So I can't attach that to that module there. So the only thing I can do is attach that there. This gonna look so tacky currently. I mean, is there some cowling I can get to put up there at least? Structure. Where's the cowling? Is that under structure? Because that's under structural, okay. I could put some portholes up there. That does help a little bit. That's not gonna work. Just looking for something small to go. There we go. Okay. Question is... Oh, nope, I need Starship Design 1 to attach that. I don't have a place to attach another engine. Wait, hold on, go back. Go back. Where was that? Hold on, so wait, if I remove that cowling, can I put that there? Answer is no. Oh, I can put it there though. Does that help though? Flight check. Dang it, stop. No! Reduce mass or add engines to improve mobility. I tried to add engines. Cargo's at 1,000 now. Like, if I remove this... Mobility's 31. Okay, yeah, that's really bad. Can I move the grav drive to here? And then put another engine right back here? Answer is no. At least not that kind of engine. Nope, I need Starship Design 1 for that. There we go. Mobility's up, but not complete. Now, can I add another engine on top of that? Yes. That doesn't completely fix it, but what's the error? Reduced mass. What's the error? That's not the error. It says there's an error, but I don't see the error. Does anyone see the error message? Where, like, what the error is? It just says that's supposed to be a warning, not an error. Also, low mobility with 2 engines. I guess this is technically a different engine. Let me remove that one. See, now it's just a warning, not an error. I wonder if I duplicate this one. Still says it's an error. I guess we're just gonna have to accept the low mobility for now until I can figure it out. Okay. But one thing we can do, left stick. Oh, hold on, no. First of all, select all. All items will be moved from cargo. Okay, hopefully this will still fly. Yeah, I feel bad for what I've done to the Frontier, but I can't think of any other way to fix this problem. I think so, yeah. Oh wow, we got a nice, we have an extra bedroom now. Oh, we've got 2 extra beds now, so we have 3 beds total now. So now no, we don't have to fight over beds anymore. Oh, thank God. Alright, so let's go. It's actually past time for my break, so once we get into space, I'm going to just take my break real quick. And then when we get back, I'll we'll go after the ships. I feel really bad for what I've done to the Frontier. It did not deserve this. I clearly still need to practice more with shipbuilding. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and I'm very excited to hopefully soon get my normal ship back. So, because the Frontier is actually not my normal ship. That's not where I'm supposed to be going. Oh, wait, I was supposed to go talk to Sergeant Yumi. Shoot. Alright, yeah, let's go do that. I got carried away with going up to space. Now that I can actually move around without getting weighed down.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
It's always a good day here.
How's the investigation?
There you are, Sergeant.
How's the investigation going? No major hiccups, I hope? Holding your breath won't work.
Search the NAC for contraband.
Did you find anything?
I've got the contraband
Very
right
well
here.
done, Captain. Time and time again, you come through for us. Initially, I felt bad for having someone of your rank doing security, but frankly, you're worth the guilt. In any case, I'll have a team move the ship off the landing pad and do a full sweep. Make sure there's no other surprises on board. Oh, and before I forget, your payment. It's well deserved.
Hopefully this will make up for some of the I just spent on my ship. Yep. Okay, Sarah, hold on one second. Let me just save real quick.
Thanks for taking time to chat. I really need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about.
If it's an emergency of some kind, we can head there right away.
It's nothing like that. It's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there. But I'm not. I'm out here instead with you.
You feel like you're ignoring your responsibilities? It's not so much the message itself, it's what it represents.
But let me back up a bit so I can explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department.
Government cut took their toll on everyone. Must have been painful considering that was your department.
Yeah, I suppose painful is an appropriate way to put it. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders.
It's ridiculous to accept all the blame, including fighting some impossible odds. Ridiculous.
Oh, like hell I can't. You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I'm hoping you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I failed because I was more concerned about exploring the stars than pushing a pencil. If I had fought harder, I'm convinced our division may have had a chance to prove its value.
Let's see. No matter how hard you fight, there's some battles you can't win. Nonsense. No one would have pushed harder
That's
than
just it, though. Did I push too hard? Did they shut us down because I wasn't quietly sitting at my desk approving meaningless memos? We'll never know.
you. At least Constellation's been a great success.
Well, that brings us to this message now, doesn't it? Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is explore, not sit and make sure all the accounts are balanced.
You're afraid that your absence will cause Constellation to collapse?
Yes, exactly. If it's obvious to you, imagine how obvious it is to someone like Barrett or Mateo. Oh, they must be itching to replace me by now. God damn it.
Don't worry, Sarah. We'll figure it out together.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are trying to help me and I'm yelling at you. You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn.
See, I'll always be here for you, Sarah.
Look, it's clear that you have feelings for me. It's just... I've never had time for this sort of thing in my life. Please, it's not you. It's me. I'm just not ready to get that close. I can't. Not now. But thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did.
I just making sure that wasn't a failure on the third attempt, because if I have to reset, I will. Of course, it would help if my phone didn't freeze up every time I go to look something up. Oh, it's always successful. Okay. So as long as you flirt, it's successful. Okay. Alrighty, so the devils that you know. Alright, we're off to talk to the captain.
Your cooperation.
Oh, I feel so bad for this. Tell you what, I can't possibly get access to my better ship sooner. Although I don't know if it'll be better than this one now at this point, but it should.
Do you think the documentary about your life?
Lifting off now.
It looks so ugly. See, I didn't have. I don't understand. I didn't have this issue my first time I was playing.
Aim point reached. Orbit stable.
Like, I didn't have any cargo issues, so the frontier remained basically unchanged except from turning it green.
Smooth jump. Nice work.
Stand to approaching vessel. Docking approved.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be really careful. I gotta get within 500. I thought I was gonna go slamming straight into the space station.
We are locked in.
Docking complete. All right, welcome to the den.
Well, this station's seen better days. I wonder if the UC will ever fully restore it to its former glory.
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard.
Actually, I'm with the Vanguard, Super Ultra Captain.
Apologies, Captain. Didn't recognize you without the uniform. So, what can I do for you?
Cap Reginald Orlees. I've heard you might know him.
Orlees. Doesn't ring a bell. Anything you can tell me about him?
Let's see. He's I don't want to say too much, it's a sensitive mission, or he's a former UC scientist wanted for war.
Seriously? Out here? Surprised they didn't send out a general notice he's in town. Though, I guess there's less a chance he bolts if they keep it hush. But I expect we would have heard something. Wait. The Warlock! There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it, and at least 2 never came back. Aetherius debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them. But if you're suggesting it might not have been the fields that got them, well, I can give you the coordinates of the Warlock's last sighting. Can't think of a better spot your Orlees might be hiding.
I'll take those coordinates.
Sure thing. Here. This should get you pointed in the right direction. Go get your man.
Okay. Yep, that's why that's why I changed out the missile systems for the electromagnet system. Was because specifically for this mission.
How may I serve?
All right. Get the weapon systems online, everyone. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, before we travel, okay. Laser systems up to max. Ballistics system. We're not going to be using ballistic systems very much. EM systems up to max. Alright, let's do this. This is not going to be an easy fight. Yeah, look at that, level 28. I'm a much better dogfighter than I was before, so. Here he comes. Wow, he's really far away. What on earth is that? That was a mine? Ah, shoot. Well, I'm probably gonna die, but that's fine. Get those shields back online, guys. Go ahead and drop a quick save. We start very far away from this fight. I feel like being able to start this fight again much quicker would be more important.
Oh, is this you brought me? More scrap for the field. Savor your last moments, Moat. All systems. Shoot them down.
Disable some of his systems, please. Got the shield and the grab driver down. Yep, I'm dead. Oh. Unfortunately, it's kind of random whether you can get hit the, engine down, please. Come on. Got it. Woo! We're on board.
I will not die in a cage.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Dude, you better have 1,000 credits to pay for fixing my ship. Also to pay for replacing my missile launcher. I think I don't think he's in good shape. How do I get through that door?
Pilot emergency detected. Hatch override engaged. Error. File deletion cannot be completed. Ending process.
He took his own life. Ship has been rendered inoperable. He deleted everything. Oh wait, hold on. No, he didn't. Delivery is complete. Item was exactly as asked. Never imagined this was possible. You do amazing work. For the things you've done, won't get a trial, lock you in cage rest of life. No way for a man to live when they come. You killed them or show them you won't be caged. Okay, he definitely wasn't completely all there. Well, we may as well see if there's anything valuable to take out of this ship, so... An impact grenade.
Temperature levels are uncomfortably warm around here.
That would be because the life support is down, I'm pretty sure. Right, oh shoot.
You're looking
I didn't even see that. What are you doing? Why are you in the furniture? Wait, why can't I sleep in this bed? Oh, I can. It's fiddly, I guess. Alright. Alright, how bad in shape are we?
Clamps released.
Oh, we're in pretty bad shape, actually. Power up the grav drive and get out of here. Well, I should probably... I probably ought to finish off the ship. There's no reason to leave it at this point. Let me maneuver away. How am I down to 57% battery? That doesn't make any sense. What is draining my battery?
Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New...
hell of a city, isn't it? There's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
Anything need some work done? Sure thing. We'll get it fixed up. Good as new.
Something.
Yeah, I need to fix my ship to have missiles again when we get back. Actually, there's something I want to do after we finish this quest. I'm going to go and visit my parents real quick and see if they have the next, Alright, you know the drill, Sarah.
Can I help? All right, but be careful.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here. Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
They are staying there. Must be uncomfortable standing there all the time.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays?
Tried to bring him in, but he took his own life.
I'm not surprised. The man fled every consequence he ever faced. Of course, you don't expect me to just take you at your word, do you?
I found this, his ID.
Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome.
Okay, thanks for the information.
We're protecting the galaxy, Captain. We'll need every tool at our disposal.
Is that level up? Yep, level 11. Alright. Let's see, we still need 4 more challenges before we can level up that. Some extra health would not be amiss. Honestly, medicine would be pretty useful too. Oh, but I can get I can start putting points into the next ranks of. But there's really nothing here that I want until I can get access to. I think marksmanship and rapid reload are the next perks I'll want. Maybe targeting too, actually. Come to think of it. See, that's not ready yet. That's not ready yet. Who ranks there? That's 4 points, which will get me to... Okay, so finishing those will get me to that rank, so... I would like to put some more points into social. I really do enjoy the social stuff. You know what? Take the first rank of Scavenger, extra credits when searching containers. And that'll lead to getting ammunition and more medicine, too, which is never a miss. Alright, so let's go to Mars and tell Hadrian that her father is very much alive.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Dude, I know.
Yes. Sounds good. Lead on.
Right, as I said, before we go to Mars, there's something I want to check in on. Very much like to get back to my ship that I had before. Well, my current ship is much better, but I couldn't even pilot that if I wanted to, because I don't have access to a Class B ships, or let alone Class C ships, which is what my current ship is. But I know a Class A ship that's very good that will hold me over until I can get a better ship.
Several areas currently.
Just so you know, your mother's missed you. Like a lot.
Sweetie, I was just thinking of you. You never knew your gran-gran, but she's about the only one like you in my whole family tree. Left home at an early age. Well, ran away, really. Became a UC Marine, if you can believe it.
I don't think you've ever talked about her.
Well, I suppose it's ancient history. I only met Grandma a few times. Oh, she was fierce. I swear. Her eyes almost glowed. Every time I saw her, she'd drill me on math. If I got her questions correct, she'd give me a treat. Once, I got them all right and answered her bonus question, and she smiled. The only time I ever saw her do that. Most formidable woman I have ever met.
I think I would have liked her.
I don't know why, but I really think you would. Well, I was going through storage, and I found her old armor. I think she'd like you to have it. You have that same thing. You're forging your own path, not just letting life toss you this way and that.
Mom, I don't know what to say.
You deserve it, sweetie. Oh, enough of this. I don't want to make a scene. You need anything, sweetie? I missed you so much.
Yep. And so you get your Gran-Gran's spacesuit, which is not better than the Mark I, unfortunately, but it's a very nice design. I really like this armor. And you also get your Gran-Gran's helmet, which energy and electromagnetic is way better than what I'm currently wearing, but unfortunately there's just... This is a really good helmet. I really like this helmet. But this is legendary. It's got 15% damage from human enemies, and But overall, thermal and corrosive are better, but we're going to stick with what we got for now. Right.
Everyone in my poker night is going to hear about you. Nice to see you, daughter. Tell me, are you doing well? And none of... Really, answer. How...
See, I've never been better, Dad. I'm having the time of my life.
I envy you. Truly. When you find your calling, it can be deeply fulfilling. All your adventures. There are so many. It's dizzying to keep track of. It worries your mother that one day you might take on more than you can deal with. Is it worth it? All that risk and danger?
What I'm doing makes a real difference.
It most certainly does. I got some years on you. My guiding star has always been, find something you believe in and fight for it. For me, it's you and your mother. Every time big life decisions came up, that's what made it easy. What would be best for all of us? If you can strip away everything and answer that one question, well, it helped me.
Good talk, Dad.
It's
Thank you.
what I'm here for. It's nice to have you home. It's good to have you home.
All right. The next time that I visit them and they give me something, it's going to be the ship that I've been talking about. I'm really excited to get that ship again. Okay, let's see here. Guess I ought to pop over to the lodge and drop some stuff off in the safe.
I wonder if any discovery reports have come in while we were away.
Honestly, I mean, oh, I got rid of the ammo for that, so I don't really need that. I really need more ammo for this. I should probably check for ammo before I leave. May as well get the rested bonus.
Rest well, I hope?
No reason not to get the bonus experience. Wait, shoot, that wasn't where I wanted to go. Oh, well, I'll fix it in a second. I wanted to go to the Red Devil's headquarters. I wonder if this is actually safe, because, like, this is an engine, and it's, like, blowing, like, stuff back into this area right here. as well fast travel. Alright.
Pardon?
Howdy.
Right, it's
Captain?
time to tell Hadrian that
back.
her father's alive.
Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen?
Let's see, feels good, Major.
It should. You risked life and limb to earn it.
Though I have had my own personal struggles with the United Colonies, I'm happy for you. I really am. Congratulations.
But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them.
I can help with that. I found your research team.
That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser?
He's my next stop, but I was told that I need your help overcoming his security protocols.
That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Well, how? How exactly did you manage to find them?
This is where it all comes out. Actually, they were found by your father, Francis Sanon. He's alive in prison by the UC.
That's not funny. Seriously, how'd you find them?
I'm not joking. It's the truth. Hadrian, I want you to listen to me. Your father is
No.
alive.
That's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive?
See, they're using him to track down criminals from the colony war.
Oh, they certainly picked an expert, didn't they?
He's alive. Ve Victus is still alive. I don't care if they're using him to solve world hunger. The man is a criminal. How could the UC do something so foolish?
I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Ve Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited.
Look, I'm sorry I even brought it up.
You've got nothing to apologize for. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man. But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time, you know what I feel right now? It's hope. I had no one when I was outside the UC. No Red Devils, no family. But that old world, where I was no one and my father mattered, that's gone. Thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. A purpose. But it's finally one I can be proud of. You and I, we're getting to change what the UC stands for. So I don't care if Ve Victus is alive or dead. He can rot for all I care. We're the ones who are making the settled systems and the UC better.
You're handling this a lot better than I expected. Making something good out of the UC's past, I can get behind that. You know, I'd love to just get back to the business.
Precisely. Because there's nothing we can do about past choices. What we can do is try and make the right ones now. So, let's get back to the business at hand. Now, my father just handing over the information on the research team and Kaiser out of the clear blue, I can't say I trust it. But if he has something to gain from helping us prevent terramorph attacks, I'm not seeing it. So while you'll absolutely want to be cautious, what would you think about trying to bring back Kaiser?
I'll track down Kaiser.
I think it's the right call. But if Kaiser has been out wandering on his own for all this time, you're gonna need a couple days.
Francois. Okay. Follow Hadrian. Okay. Okay, can you guys hear me?
I know it's here somewhere. Ah. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine?
Freestar territory, wandering a battlefield on a world called Nira.
A battlefield? On Nira? Ugh, sheesh. No wonder no one's found him. That sector of Nira was destination #1 for xenoweapons during the war. Add to that general environmental devastation and the kind of lawlessness that comes with any Freestar world, and that planet's got more than enough ways to make a visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. As good a place to start as any.
Alright, I'm off to Nira.
And I'll make sure we're ready to put them to use as soon as you got them.
Alright, search for Kaiser on Nira. The Narion system.
Where to next?
Let's put this bird on the ground.
If it's a bird, it's a very ugly bird.
You are the greatest.
I wonder, since I know where he is, can I just go to him, or do I actually need to talk to these guys? Guess we're about to find out. Okay, so we want to be on the ground as little as possible here because there are terrifying aliens that will tear us to pieces if we're on the ground. See, take a look at that. There we go, the UC Sucrose. Oh, the game almost crashed there. Follow the beacon. Yep, so you can skip part of the quest if you know where he's located. Heat leeches.
Biological contamination. Eliminated. Password required.
Noah's belly machinist.
Controls unlocked.
The quest objective says look for a lead on Kaiser.
Look at the state of this ship. It's as though it's been picked apart from the inside out.
Required. Type. Microcell. Inquire it. Salvage yard.
Yeah, now the microcell I'm not going to be able to avoid, so now we have to go talk to them.
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mia.
So formal. The pleasure is all mine, my lady. Angelo Alonso, at your service. You can call me Jill. Can I get you started on a tab, then? Or you here to try and make your fortune in the fields? I'm happy to take your credits however you want to hike them over.
See, I was told you might have a microcell.
You want a microcell? I mean, I think we might have one, but that's military-grade tech. It's not gonna be cheap. You could probably Frankenstein one together using our fabrication system here, but only if you had some quality schematics. So, I just brace for a little sticker shock.
Let's see. Show me what you have for sale.
No better selection on the planet.
Yeah, look at that. 11,700. We can afford it. Let's go ahead and do it. What on earth is that sound? Is that the turret making that noise?
Battery accepted. Operational power levels restored. Analyzing. Residual damage detected. Impact shielding. Visual systems. Damage within acceptable limits. Thank you for your aid. I must resume my mission. Please step aside.
Your mission just got suspended. Major Hadron said on once she back.
Major Sanon will have to wait. I cannot leave my mission. Although previous attempts to disarm the weapon have been unsuccessful, additional support may allow me to complete my active mission more quickly, allowing me to leave this place.
If you're asking me to help you with your mission, sure, I can do that.
We must disarm Unit XW-99. Designation Siren. Mirror's final xeno-weapon. Are you ready to proceed to the mission site?
Let's move out.
Me. Mind your step. As you have no doubt witnessed, this region. Cat detection event registered. Initiating enemy search.
Alright, let's try a different weapon. That's just not cutting the mustard.
This ends badly for you.
Whoa! Oh, actually, this is a good test to see if it counts as both ballistics and, so So currently I'm on 23 and 44. So that if I kill something that goes up to 45 and 24, we know that it counts.
Ecliptic must be getting desperate if they've resorted to searching piles of scrap for mech pop.
Yeah. Well, the good news is Bethesda is working on making this game more stable, so hopefully we'll have less crashes as they go along, so... Interesting.
I am detecting Unit 99, but there is a complication. Unit 99 is on the other side of that ridge, but it appears to be under the control of hostile forces. Sensors suggest Ecliptic, a mercenary company like Ecliptic, would only want Unit 99 to utilize it as a weapon. This means Unit 99 must be disarmed immediately. Standard procedure would be a frontal assault on the outpost. No quarter given. Do you concur?
So when saying major, when you say disarm Unit 99, you mean kill, right?
That is the standard method of xeno-weapon disarmament. Yes.
Let's see. Are there I definitely don't want to kill it. How can this elliptic use Unit 99 as a weapon?
Unit 99 has an integrated control apparatus. This neural control interface allowed handlers to give the creatures orders during battle, a practice now explicitly prohibited. These mercenaries may be in the process of deciphering a way to access the interface, allowing them to weaponize Unit 99 again, something we must prevent at all costs.
Frontal assault sounds good to me. Let's go clean
I'm
house.
in total agreement. A frontal assault sounds like it's in order.
Moving out.
Whoops, that was a waste of a bullet. Greetings!
Unauthorized intrusion shot. Let's see if this thing's suffice.
Whoa. Okay, that was definitely a mistake. I don't know if that counted or not, because I honestly wasn't paying attention. That definitely counted for pistols. It did not count as ballistic. Okay. Where'd he go? Dang it! No, that's bad. No! Shit! It was so close. Oh great, we're gonna have to do an entire portion of that again. That sucks.
I am detecting Unit 99. But there is a complication. Unit 99. Sensor Sigil, a mercenary company. Standard procedure would...
I'm in total...
Moving out.
Okay, so I'm not going to do what I did last time, but I am going to drop a quick save, though, so I don't lose as much progress.
Be advised, possible threat detected.
Right. What is the range of that damn thing? Alright, you hit him low, I'll hit him high. Fuck you.
Wrong day to piss
I used a lot of ammo taking him down.
Well, hey there. Nice long rest.
Whew. Oh, Sarah took a nap there too.
Unit 99 service is now complete. Mine, however, continues. Our work here is finished.
I know, but if I dash or jump,
what
it
is this
cancels the
mission you
reload
spoke of?
animation, so
Major Sonaran is
sometimes it's better to
involved.
stop and reload than to try to figure out if what I'm about to do is going to cancel the reload. So, Hadrian, I want you to help prevent a possible plague of terrormorph attacks.
Of terrormorph attacks. That is disconcerting. You are docked at one of a kind. I will meet you there.
Okay, so we're good to go back to Mars.
We have arrived. I will meet you inside the facility.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanan, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion? Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinian. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with. So the problem we're up against is vast. Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking. You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terramorphs, the Asyles?
I remember. Wait, there's a thing that eats
Take that as a
terrormorphs?
no, then. Yes, there are. Apparently, the Asyles were bloodhounds for terramorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asyles were chosen to fill in the gaps. We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course, using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asyles' hunting skills to track down the terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the terramorph problem definitively.
Now, let's be honest, Joe. I know all of this. I know how the terrormorphs transmit. Like, if I could use my knowledge, it would be fine. But my character, I'm trying to play as if I would play my character. So, is he could Excel's really clean up the worlds
All
like you're
our data
describing?
suggests so. Aseles. They're impressive hunters. The few tests we've been able to run, well, they more than got the job done. They're also shockingly adaptable. The data suggests they're able to thrive just about anywhere, and we plan to selectively breed them so they can hunt terramorphs wherever they're hiding. Which is important, because we did some cross-referencing in the terramorph data. On worlds where Aseles were present, terramorphs weren't. This suggests that however it is terramorphs are getting onto our worlds, Aseles are somehow cleaning that up as well. These creatures are good at what they do.
Are these Excel things dangerous?
If you pick a fight with one, or you're a terramorph, sure. But Aseles were already spread across the galaxy once before during the Colony War. As livestock, they're far less of a danger than the one we're proposing to clean up.
Not sure I like the idea of introducing random aliens to human worlds across the galaxy. Using aliens to our own end sounds like xenomorph all again. Sounds like it could actually work.
I really think it could. Now, there is another option for removing the terramorphs from our worlds. It's faster, maybe even more efficient, but riskier. A microbe.
This is my personal favorite.
Something
a
we could
microbe.
aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terramorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Aseles.
Yes, I'm aware of that, but I didn't go into the details the last time, so she didn't say what the Excels were, so I'm just making her do a refresher for you guys, because I figured you guys wouldn't know that. So, let's see. Who exactly is going to do all this work distributing the microbe or the Excels?
Still not 100%, but it sounds like the Vanguard will actually be picking up a fair bit of it. But there's no sense in hammering down those sorts of details before we've made a decision on which route we're taking.
Okay, and let's see. What kind of risk are there with this microbe?
Percival assures me that they're minimal. He'll be able to encode safeguards against mutation in the agent's genetics, so that they stick to the task of cleaning up terramorphs. But the microscopic world has a tendency to behave in ways you can't always predict. So to say there's zero risk would be a lie.
If it were up to me, I'd deploy the microbe. Anything less could mean life lost. This sounds like you're playing with fire, but for the Excels. If it were up to me, I'd deploy the microbe.
It would be the more
less...
efficient option.
With either path, though, we're looking at a long-term commitment. Years of work. Even just getting these plans off the ground is going to take time. And all routes are going to require some highly specific materials to make things work. Terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Aseles gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our microbes' tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around.
But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need. All paths lead to Londinian.
Alright, Londinian had an Excel population?
It was the central hub for Aseles processing during the Colony War.
Aseles, sorry.
But, and this part's exciting, the terramorph data suggests Aseles were first found there. The planet it's on, Toliman 2, was their homeworld. Meaning, there's a very good chance their prey, the terramorphs, came from that same world. Which would also explain why no one ever suspected that planet as the terramorph source world. The Aseles were too damn effective at cleaning them up. Additionally, it explains why once the Aseles were gone, the outbreak there was so catastrophic. Londinian could very well be where the terramorph saga began. And the key to its end.
Are we even allowed on Londinian?
It's certainly not encouraged, but the UC's given their sign-off for this excursion. This trip is all above board.
The planet overrun by terramorphs, isn't that suicide?
It's dangerous, yes. But Kaiser, Percival, and I, we've trained for this. And you're not so green yourself. And the last thing I want right now is for the UC to stick us with some gung-ho jarhead who's gonna put us and the mission at risk. Captain, you're the reason we're all here right now. You're the person I think can help us finish it. Will you join us on this?
Then let's not waste any more time, Lindinian. Here we come.
Exactly what I was hoping to hear. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinian's outskirts. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatum, when we touch down. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll rendezvous with you there. But you need to know, Londinian, it belongs to the Terramorphs. They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
Alright. So we're going to go ahead and visit... Oh, there's an option to visit Lieutenant Inslow to buy new gear. That must be over here. I could use up a restock on weapons, or on ammunition.
This is quite an impressive research facility. When it comes to the study of the Terramorphs, the Red Devils are sparing no expense.
You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now what do you need?
I was just looking for some
You
supplies.
project personnel? Supplies are for project personnel only.
I'm Captain Mia, Vanguard. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together. Don't much care for Vanguard. It sounds like you two really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis. My sister's kids live in the city, so, thank you for what you did there.
You're welcome. I hope your family was alright.
Yeah, they both came through okay. One science division, other's an artist. Effectively useless human beings that would have had no reason to be anywhere near the fighting. Still, would hate to see anything happen to them. Now, what was it you needed?
Let's see what you got for sale.
No more reliable hardware in the galaxy.
Amped up Orion. That's not even bad at all. Boosted, calibrated Solstice, modified Side Star. Another modified Side Star with armor-piercing rounds. That's pretty nice. Professional Side Star. Got a bunch of armor-piercing rounds and a bunch of other stuff. Reckless Bombardment, 120. Uses... Damn. Shame I'm not a rifle build. Vampire's Gift. This is a unique rare weapon. Med theft. Chance that humans drop extra med packs on death when killed with this weapon. That's not bad at all. I'll take all that. I'll take all of that. Oh, you got trauma packs for sale. That's nice. Yeah, it's gonna take a bunch of my bunch of my credits, but I didn't realize I was the right level for trauma packs. That's nice. Let's go ahead and stick those on my favorites. Yeah, I think next level up I'm going to invest in medicine because I was definitely
necessary
needed.
to reopen this facility, but someone has to deal with the fact that the Terramorphs have resurfaced.
All right. How much? All right. We don't have enough time to actually get too far into this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and should I pick up some more ammo? I think we'll be fine. We're gonna go ahead and pop over to the Ladinian, and I'm going to get through like the beginning stuff and arm up at their armory with their anti-Xeno weapons, and then we'll call it a stream, and we'll just do the entire. We'll do the assault on Londinian next time. So.
Change of scenery.
Oh, Sarah wants to talk. Let's do that first.
I have have
Hey,
something
Sarah.
I need to discuss with you. I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first.
If it'll help you decide, I'm here to listen.
Phew, thank you. So, where to start? Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless.
Making Chief Navigator sounds like quite an
Well,
accomplishment.
the position didn't last long. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own.
Let's see. If this is too difficult for you, we don't have to continue.
This is important. I need to tell you this. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight.
Despite the damage, your ship still had the
The
ability to
Dauntless
fight.
was a tough little ship. No shields and the hull was breached, but it still had power. And weapons. That's why I remained in the battle. Huge mistake.
See, I don't know what I would have
Well,
done.
I didn't have the luxury of indecision. I had to act. We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. The last thing I saw, they
Poor
were
Sarah.
spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do.
My condolences
Thank
to your
you.
crew.
But condolences can't reverse what I've done. I was caught up in the moment. An inexperienced captain making rash decisions that cost people their lives.
What did your superiors say about your actions?
My superiors? When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial.
How did you get off the
After
Dauntless?
I checked every section of the ship for wounded crew, I took the other escape shuttle. If I hadn't, I would have died. The Dauntless came apart minutes after I escaped.
Can't blame yourself for what amounts to bad luck. You should be proud for an human. That's definitely not saying that. At least you're still alive to
That's
honor
true.
their legacy.
But still, it doesn't erase the real issue here. Remember when you said no one but me would have pushed harder to keep the Navigator Corps going? Well, this time, pushing too hard cost lives. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us.
Don't worry, I'm here for you every step of the
After
way.
everything you've heard, all my stories, you still have faith. No one's ever cared about me this much. Not even Aja.
Because I'm falling in love
You
with
know,
you, Sarah.
I've spent a lot of time thinking about us, about our relationship, how we've clearly become close. I practiced what I was going to say when the moment was right, and now that it's here, my mind's gone blank. Look, you deserve the best. someone who can give themselves to you entirely. But right now, I have too much baggage. Too much on my mind. I hope you'll forgive me for pushing you away. I just need time.
Alright. On to Londinium. I believe the next conversation we have with her, unless it's about the quest that we're doing, will actually trigger the relationship quest.
We're locking into orbit now.
Okay, locking in grav drive.
Grav drive spinning down. Systems green.
This world is off limits. You were advised to jump to safe harbor immediately.
Let's see. I'm cleared to be here. I'm meeting with Commander Hattem.
Let me check my logs. All right, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
I didn't know gold was considered a copper.
Landing initiated. Watch your flaring.
No, don't take off! Shoot! No!
Struts retracting.
Darn it!
Let's get out of here.
I pressed the wrong button.
Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
That's a big ship.
Landing side looks clean. Let's set it down.
I wonder how many life forms are roaming this planet. Time to find out.
And the gravity's actually kind of high on Londinium.
Inside barriers, double time! You a casino unit? Head to command. Far into the compound.
The command's in the Terra Brew coffee house.
I pride
Commander?
myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team, then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser.
Captain Mia, you see Vanguard. You're expecting
Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were a eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this. Ah, then this must be the rest of your outfit.
Commander Hattem,
No need for introductions, Major Sanon. Dr. Walker. Your reputations precede you, as does the urgency of your mission, so I'll get to it. Now, Londinian is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sanon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other?
Let's see. Victus bombed this place? Why would he do that?
The initial Terramorph outbreak that overran Londinian during the tail end of the colony war came as a complete shock. Waves of the creatures appeared out of nowhere, and the city was quickly overwhelmed. There were some attempts at evacuation, but Victus decided more definitive action was merited. He ordered the spaceport to be bombed, ensuring no other ships could leave the city, halting the spread of the outbreak but leaving large sections in ruins and condemning countless lives. And the intervening 20 years have only made Londinian more hostile, not less. So my people will not be coming for you out there. Understood?
Can you tell us what we're going to face out there?
And plenty of them. Outside our little sanctuary here, much of the planet is theirs. For that reason, we keep our trips into the city to a minimum. That also means our intel becomes largely historical once you go much beyond the defenses. It's also why I want to make sure I'm being crystal clear. Out there, you're on your own.
Understood, ma'am. Don't expect backup.
I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
Can you pinpoint the location of these samples all the way from here?
Pinpoint's a bit strong.
The equipment will be able to get us a rough location of any acceptable samples in the scan area. It'll be up to you, Kaiser, and I to find the things.
Okay, ready when you are.
Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
Okay, let's get the gear, and then we're gonna go ahead and stop for today. Take what we can. Oh, I didn't find this in my original playthrough as a melee character. Sleepy pack in case I need to take a nap, I guess. A whole bunch of med packs, frag grenades, modified drum beat, ammo. Here it is. Armor plated UC anti-Xeno balanced pack. Got 15% in minus 50% incoming melee damage, fasten 20%. It's a balance boost pack, 10% incoming physical energy and EM damage. Now we have the Incendiary AC Anti-Xeno Space Helmet, 15% damage from alien enemies, 10% damage to scanned targets, and Incendiary 10% chance to ignite nearby attackers. And last but not least, another Beast Hunter, This is considerably weaker on the physical damage resistance, but honestly, the extra damage resistance from aliens is going to be very useful. This will automatically use a med pack when hit and health is below 25% once every 60 seconds. 75% chance reduce incoming damage by 50% while standing still. I think that might be actually why I was standing still, because I'm used to having sentinel gear that can automatically reduce damage when I'm standing still. Chunks cheesesteak. Ugh. That sounds absolutely awful.
Give him one for me, all right?
Take the lawgiver. Oh great, I have frostbite. Now that's just gonna get worse, so I'm not gonna worry about that right this minute. Yep, I'm aware. I know what I have.
You match our description. The Vanguard captain? The cabinet wanted you to have something. Make sure you had the best tools for the task at hand. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh hey, they gave me this 8X, well, what is this? Very well, I'll go ahead and use it. Thought it said I had something to cure this. I'm not seeing it. Oh, here we go. Oh, they've got a couple different power packs up here in case you want a Pacific jump pack. Okay, let's go ahead and equip the anti-Xeno gear. Alright, so this is where we're going to end off for this week, guys. I want to thank you for watching, if you did, and I hope to catch you next week as we continue more of Starfield, and we go out into Londinium and put some Terramorphs to death. Thank you very much, and goodbye, everyone.